Yo, 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 yo. What it do? It is RB22. And let me bring on my cast right here for the day. Boom, boom. Harry?
Boom. Harry from San Antonio and I guess touching base with Houston part time. Until you
Yep.
find somebody else from Houston.
Yeah, anybody from Houston that's down. Apparently, I've hurt everybody's feelings over there. I'm sorry. I've
Sorry, but not
reconsidered my,
sorry.
my attitude. Yeah. So,
He's not sorry.
yeah, our newest member here, Alex Lafuente. I don't know. What do you go? La Fuente or La Fuente or?
Hey, put your own sauce on it. I'll take it either way.
Hey, I'm gonna
But
call you LaFleur, bro.
hey, I
LaFleur,
like it.
dog,
That's the first
or
right there.
LaFlame. LaFleur or LaFlame.
Hey,
It's one of the two.
hey, I'll go.
You
Hey,
know.
I like both of them.
Yeah. So welcome to the team, bro. He's been killing it with the Twitter. He's the guy that's been doing all the tweets lately this past week. And shoot, now that you can see how much people have seen your tweet, it's pretty legit. I don't know how legit it is. I'm sure a lot of it's maybe some bots or something, but you know,
Right.
we're reaching some numbers, man. So appreciate you joining the team, man. I know you're excited, and that's what we need. We need guys that are excited. Still waiting on Sunshine to even join this bad boy right here, but
Hey,
you
we
know, we'll
won't
see,
get started on that one. Hey.
we'll see if
Hey,
Frisco
last week was your
can
fault.
find the
Last week
exit.
was your fault.
Honestly, how was it my fault? But
You didn't
whatever,
put out the
we won't
link.
get into it. We won't get into it. And we also got another new Dallas guy. His name is Juan. Juan, I can't remember his last de la Torre. Maybe? I don't know. I can't remember. I don't want to chop up his last name. But
Just call him Sir
welcome
Juan.
to the team. Me and him, we went to college together in Waco. Back whenever I used to go to TSTC. So, hey, good times. So welcome.
I was
You
like, you
got
went to Baylor?
Harry. No. I went to TSTC, Texas State Technical College. Chill. It's good times though. So, welcome, bro. Welcome. How are y'all guys doing? Harry, start with you.
Doing well. Had a good Christmas.
What'd you get? Did you get a San Antonio with the
Got a
1 star or
new
no?
smartwatch here that tracks my steps and stuff. That was probably the big gift.
That's right. Beers and cheers. Hey, some cheers, guys.
Hey,
Cheers. Welcome to the team.
designated driver.
Right. There we go. That's to 2022.
Survived the cold front of last week, so. But now the kids.
Yeah, it was pretty cold. So what
got
you get?
everything and more things.
Did you get any San Antonio gear?
No, I've got a crap load of San Antonio stuff here. And really kind of waiting for the star to come out.
You got to get the star. Yeah, the 1 star.
And one of the critiques of SAFC, there's many that you can critique them on, but their apparel shopping is only at Soccer Factory, so it's a little limited. We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah. I do want to note that it is episode 31. We're going to kind of change it up. No more season 1, season whatever. But Alex Lafuente, did you get any training classes in your stocking so that way you can maybe get some goals on target?
Chill. Hey, hat tricks only. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't get any Austin FC gear. I got some Roma gear though. I'm not gonna lie.
Right. There you go. You got it right there or what? It looked like you got it right there.
No, I don't have it right here. No, this I got an FC shirt going on right now, but no, the Roma, I got the 22-23 kit. They're pretty nasty. So
you're a Roma guy. Yeah, I'm a Madrid guy. I like championships.
So you're
championships.
You're like everybody else, pretty much. Then
not everyone else.
He's a front runner.
Not everyone else.
Not
everyone's Barcelona, but we won't get into it.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. I mean, I feel like a lot of people. It's you got Manchester City, you got Madrid. You can throw a few Barcelonas in there, but
Manchester City has really grown a lot. With their fan base and all that.
And that's definitely a new thing. Like they weren't before this whole thing
Oh
started up
no,
here
it was always
recently,
Man U
it was always Man U, but City's
Mhm.
on the come up here. So
for sure.
Watch out for Newcastle. Newcastle's coming.
Hey, there's a few teams over there in England coming up. Leeds, there's especially with the Americans, all the Americans there. We follow them a little bit more now. So, but yeah, man. So I'm dead serious when I say we're sunshine.
hey, you're acting like
God
that's
damn
gonna
it.
summon him. That's not gonna summon him if
Yeah,
he's not on by now.
we got somebody watching. So maybe it's him. Maybe it's sunshine watching. He's like, dang. They can't see who I am, but yeah, man. Welcome to the team, Alex and Juan, man. Let's move along since we got no FC Dallas. We got a little bit of some club rumors going on, and shit, Alex. You're the guest. You're kind of new, so you want to give me a little bit of some Austin FC rumors that we got going on. We could break them down.
So I mean, we've seen. I mean, the major one that we're thinking about right now. It's not Redis, okay? That's not what I'm talking about.
Olympia.
It's Gabrielson, and I mean,
yeah, we did touch on this last week, the Gabrielson.
Yeah,
but you can give a little more detail in what's released now.
Yeah, he's gone, right?
Yeah,
not yet, because the transfer window is
not yet, because the window hasn't opened. But come Monday, Monday's the first. No, Sunday's the first.
Sunday.
Yeah. So I mean, kind of the main thing that we want to we're looking at here is like replacements, because clearly, I mean, in my opinion, I know people love Cascante, but he was clearly the best center back option for us last year. He doesn't have as many mistakes in him, so I mean, it's going to be tough to replace him, a guy of that size, and he's comfortable on the ball. I know we have kind of a few options that we're looking at. I mean, Leo Väisänen was one that's kind of even being brought back now. That's one they looked at before in Finland. He's playing in the top division there. And he's actually, I mean, he's actually got 23 national team appearances too. So, he's placed in the top flight there, 90% starts.
Doing his thing and continue to do his thing. We were linked with him last year, the same thing.
Exactly.
But last year did seem kind of like just smoke. People were blowing smoke, and it kind of seems that way this year again. I mean, it's only came out in a few places, and it really hasn't came up again. So it's really kind of one of those things that I'm not too sure if that's who we're actually going to target. Same thing happened last year, and they ended up just getting him a new contract, and that was part of his deal. That was part of what they tried to do, just try to link him with us, just to work on his contract,
just to work on his contract, blow. Yeah. So and another thing is, like, I don't know, his market value is a little high right now too. So if we're kind of looking for something to where we can get value here, it's probably, I know we're linked with that Hasan Kurasay or Kurasay.
Yeah, Kurasay.
Turkish center back, and he's honestly, he's got a lot of the same attributes as Väisänen. I think the only thing is, I don't know if his experience matches up. Like, his level of competition isn't quite as good. I mean, they're both 25 years old, so we got youth on their side there. They're both like 6'1.5", but he's one of those guys where he's good off
4
set
goals,
pieces.
1 assist, right?
Yeah,
4 goals,
he's good off the set pieces. He's got 4 goals, 1 assist. And so off of just like the highlights and stuff that I've seen, like he looks pacey, he looks pretty technical and comfortable on the ball, but it's really tough because you're only seeing the shining moments. You're not seeing the mistakes that he's making. And again, like I said, it's the level of competition, something that kind of worries me there. But yeah, I mean, I do like, that he's a young player, and he's it's weird. He's played a little bit of like a defensive midfield position at times too when needed. So if that's ever needed on the depth chart, he could put in the shift there.
Yeah. Market value, 725. So, like you say, a little high. But I mean, I don't know, man. Something about this guy seems a little bit more sure than the Väisänen rumor.
I think it's more doable just because if Isonen's transfer, his market value is a little bit all over the place, but they're kind of averaging around like 2 to 2.5 mil. So it's a bit heftier than something you're going to get from Hassan here. So if anything, it seems like this would be something that's more doable just from a finances standpoint.
So, in my opinion, man, I think our next signing has to be a center back. Has to be a solid center back. And last year, around the same time, around December, whenever NYC was in the final, I saw Alexander Callens, the way he played. And he's a baller, dude. He's really, really good. He's sure of himself. So I wanted him last year. Didn't happen, of course. Now he's a free agent.
He's a free agent now, yeah.
And it's something that seems very doable for Austin FC if they wanted to do it. Now, are they going to do it? Are they going to give him a deal? Are they going to try and make something work? I don't know. I know he's linked with Carson with LA Galaxy.
Yeah.
So that's probably going to be where he might go more, play with Chicharito or just something along those lines. And now that they got an opening for cap and all that, so they got money to play with over there in LA.
Yeah, they got a little bit more money to play with, and I mean, I know it'd be good to have. I mean, you're looking at a guy that's produced in the league, so you got that. The floor is high with him. You're not. You're not risking as much with him. Yeah,
that's what I would prefer because us losing Gabrielson, like Harry, like you talk about in the chat, could be one of our best defender to date, right? It could be one of the best defenders that we have in a long time. To get one of these guys, it's tough, man. And Rubenson came in and hit the ground running, and he did well, and he fit in, and he was a leader. Now to bring in a 25-year-old that may not be a leader, it's a bit tough. You bring in a guy that's international. I don't know, man. It's just a whole nother wheel that you have to turn and see where it goes from there because it could work out or it could not work out. And Cascante, I've complained about since the beginning of time. Cascante,
some people are gonna hate on you for that. Yeah,
I don't care. Yeah, and people have whatever. It's 50-50. Yeah. It's 50-50. But Cascante is probably, in my opinion, if we had the depth and if Kip Keller starts to shine, Cascante should be on Austin FC too, bro.
Okay.
So, Kip Keller is the one that I'm interested in. Because I know he played limited minutes, but as a rookie, I thought he did well. Now, did he make some mistakes? Yep. Sure, but I think as a rookie, right, I was kind of surprised he didn't get more minutes down the stretch.
Yeah, and
along those lines,
I was surprised too. I'm with you. I was really impressed with him when. So I even seen him at the preseason game versus Atlas. I saw him there, and I think it was the game against Cincinnati. It was one of the 5-1 or 5-0s to start the season. He looked really good, and when you see him in person too, he's one of those guys that's just like has natural next level athletic ability. And so if he makes a bad step or he comes in too early, he can recover super quickly. He's really aggressive with his headers. He can jump high. He's quick. So I think he's going to be an exciting prospect. I think he's going to get a lot more minutes. And honestly, like I could see him fighting for like a starting spot eventually. I think I see the potential there. He's going to have mistakes in him, but like I said, he's got youth on his side. Cascante, he's lazy with his passes.
All right, bro. We're not here to be friends with Cascante, bro.
Hey, that's why. No, I'm with you. So I'm with you. I want to keep it real. He's made a lot of decisions where he turns the ball over with
I've seen guys at Soccer Zone that we play against. They could probably, if they put their fucking mind to it. No, I'm serious,
dude. I'm an MLS basher, and I just like Austin. Probably, agree here. I would never. No, come on.
Hey, that statement was a little wild. I'm not gonna lie. But
that'll be all right. That'll be all right.
I know what he's saying. Like, cause Conte, like he just has mistakes in him. Like the lazy passes, like it's Sunday league stuff, bro. And then he loses the ball.
He looks like all he has enough energy to do is go to training and then go to the games. He looks like it hurts him to get out of bed. Like the way he gets up after he slides, it looks like it hurts
You act
him,
like you're
bro.
talking about me, man.
It looks like we're talking about an older man, dude. Like Cascante, man. As a person, cheers and beers, you know. But as man, we need Cascante to be a guy that comes on as a sub, bro. That's how much depth we need to have with Austin FC at the center back, and with Gaberson leaving, it's a big blow. I just want to get onto the next rumor.
Well, let me ask you a question. For the center backs, do you just need one replacement, or do you
now we need
more than one?
In my opinion, we need two.
I mean, Romagna's always hurt, and what's the deal with him? I mean,
Romagna, you can't trust him. Then Kleeman, didn't he
already
get loaned out?
Yeah, Kleeman's out now.
Right? Is the center back?
Kleeman's gone.
Yeah, Kleeman's gone. He I forgot who he signed with. Yeah, but he was officially announced that he's off the roster now. He signed somewhere else. So
he went to a USL team.
Yeah, he went to a
USL team, but I think it's a Florida team. I can't remember. Orlando maybe.
The Rowdies. I think it's
Tampa.
If memory serves me right.
You're right.
So I mean, Kleeman. I mean, he never got any time. Anyways, he was never going to break into the team, if we're being real. So I mean, it's good that he gets a move and like hopefully he gets some minutes there. But honestly, like two center backs is what I'm thinking that we need. One for depth and then a guy to honestly be starting for us too. But is Hassan Courage say the guy? I'm not 100% sure, but I mean, I don't know if a lot of people thought Gabrielson was going to be who he was when he first came on. He was a big wild card too. So
I didn't.
Nobody thought he was going to be the leader on the team. I mean, he had good experience.
I'm down with some more rumors. I'm down with some more links coming to the club. Get the ball rolling. Let's get some more center backs that we're interested in going. I would love to see a link with Alexander Callens, but that was going to happen. So Harry, two center backs. One good bench player and one's a start. One's going to be a starter, in my opinion. Yeah. But I'm sure we're only going to get one center back. For this transfer window, maybe get one next transfer window. But who else we got going on in the rumors? We got. I never did touch on the Chiek Torre. Is that official? That's official, right? Or is that not official?
It's official, unofficial. It's not official, but so he's mainly played for.
And that's We Are Austin that really kind of let that one out, right?
Yeah, they let that one out. I saw a few other accounts that did too. A few smaller accounts that were coming out in the Netherlands over there. But he's played on the youth teams mostly for Feyenoord and then PSV just the last season. So it's with their development over there. As long as you're in one of the big three, you're with Ajax, PSV, Feyenoord. They develop really good talent there. And this dude. I like his attributes. I mean, he's a really pacey winger with technical ability, quick touch, and he's.
I'm gonna be honest. In my opinion, I'd rather see a deal with Diego. I'd rather see something like that happen before we get any kind of
You're president of the Diego fan club. Let me just put.
No, I'm not a fan, dude. All right, guys. All right, Harry. Whenever Diego leaves,
every episode, sign Diego.
It's not a fan club. It's not a fan club. Whenever he leaves us, because we think we can just keep him on his small ass salary, then people are gonna be like, oh well, fuck. He probably wasn't a fan. He probably was just trying to keep him at the club. He was probably just trying to keep him at the club. Could you imagine an Austin FC without Diego Fagundes?
Yeah, I mean that's tough. I mean he's a proven guy in the league, and like with us, I mean you look at him. He's one of those early. Again, I know you said it. I don't want to say legend yet, but he's one of those early Austin FC guys where.
All you guys that watch the show, and Harry, I want you to just real quick touch on Fagundes. Is Fagundes a legend yet in Austin or not?
Bro, is anybody a legend in Austin?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
For 2 seasons?
It's too quick. It's too quick for me.
It's quick, right? But it's
well,
arguable.
let's slow down on that, because when Austin FC came out, wasn't part of their thing something about legends and
Grow the
I
legend.
mocked them for
Okay,
it,
grow the
for
legend.
that
Yeah.
Grow the legend.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
How are we supposed
Okay.
to grow legends if we don't have none?
You're right.
And
Okay.
that's where the plastic came in. Is hey, right from the start, we're saying we're legends. Yeah. Okay. Let's slow down.
In our
So
early
Driussi,
history, him and Driussi.
you know,
That's Driussi's my boy. He's different.
What about Stuver?
I got him on my shirt right now. Stuver?
I
don't know about Stuver.
If you're talking about fan favorites, he's got to be one of the top.
He's a fan favorite. So
favorite, yeah, no doubt.
I think
he's been the only starting goalkeeper for, I believe, the only starting goalkeeper. I'm sure there's been somebody that's started other games, but yeah, I think he was the initial one that started.
But see, look, so goalkeepers, they've never have got love, bro. Like that, you know? Like,
yeah,
I
there's
feel
only
where
one person
from.
that gets his name rung around the entire stadium,
Stu,
and that's Stuver. I'm just saying.
I mean, we have a song for Fagundes.
Hey, wait, but we gotta keep it real though. There was a few patches where he was off of his game this season too, where
Stuver,
where people were kind of turning on him too. And I'm gonna keep it real. Like when we're thinking about legends, I know Harry's saying he's definitely a fan favorite for sure. Great guy. He does a lot for the community, and like he's good on the field too. But I think he's more. I don't want to. It's gonna come off harsh, but he would be more replaceable than a Driussi or Fagu, and that's just like straight up. I feel like he'd be.
On the pitch, yes, but I think all the work that he does off the pitch, and I think that matters when you're talking about a club legend. It's not just what you do on the pitch, but it's what you do off the pitch as well.
I love the argument. I love it, man.
And I'm not. Yeah, like I said here, we've got guys here where
look. There's Stu right behind me. Where's he at? He's
probably
the robot.
He's blocking a penalty back there somewhere. I don't know where he is, but
exactly.
But you're right. I don't think he's an elite goalkeeper. He's probably an above average for MLS.
Yeah.
If you rank him among MLS goalkeepers.
But he just got the new deal with Austin, so
he's gonna be around for a while. Yeah. It's like Matt Cardoni here in San Antonio.
That's crazy. That's Anthem's brother, right?
Yes, Tony.
Yeah, Tony Cardoni. That's pretty cool. I didn't know that.
So he's a legend. He's been here since the Scorpion years. Well, he retired last year to go to law school. I think up in TCU or SMU, somewhere up there. But he was never the best goalkeeper, but he was ours. And I think that's how, at least the impression that I get from Austin FC social media and stuff, is Stuver's been adopted as one of their own. Now we all know that, hey, if God forbid he hits a skid or something along those lines, people will start calling for a replacement. But if we're talking about a legend to start out with, he's got to be in the discussion at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm with you. When you think of like
argument's fair.
That's a good argument.
Argument's fair. Hey, chill out, Harry. You don't
I'm ready to go.
I know he got real passionate with Stu there.
I know.
For him with his life.
Hey, I told you that he's a fan, bro. I told you that he's a fan of Austin FC.
Yeah,
no, I just know. If you're
come on now,
it's hurting him so bad. He just
you've got to follow the teams, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah, I mean, I'm with him though. I'm a fan of Stu too, but I don't know. Legends like a thing that I just can't throw out there yet. It's too early. Yeah, it's a little too early. I mean, like if Driussi was doing what he does for like another season or two, I just feel like when it comes to like a player's class, like when it comes to Austin FC, you can tell there's levels to it. I mean,
so the last one I'm going to throw in on here, and then we can move on to another topic. What about Alex Ring? He's been your cap. I think he's been the captain for
No.
2 years, right?
No.
No.
Alex Ring.
No.
Well, he's been captain, right?
He has.
Has he not been the captain for Austin FC since year one?
I mean, you could say that.
Well, I'm just like so here. It's a short subject.
But to me, he's not my captain. He's Austin FC's captain.
He's not my captain. He's not my captain. Hey, when Drusy came into the club, what the guy in the movie say? I'm the captain now. Look at me. Yeah,
I'm the captain now.
I'm the captain now. So like, he's for me. Hey, Ring, great dude, but he's to me, he's just not as consistent as he needs to be for me to like it for him to be my captain. Like I think there's probably 2 to 3 players you could.
Ring shouldn't even be a DP.
Yes, 100%.
You know.
Yeah.
Ring shouldn't even be on all that money.
But aren't they looking to buy him down? Wasn't that why they were putting him as a DP? Is that way they could DP then buy him down to open up another spot?
I think they were looking to buy him down. I think at some point, I'm not sure like the logistics of it and when exactly it could happen.
Dude, do you think Ring is worth $1 million? Like, be for real, bro.
How much do you think he's worth?
Ring with Austin? Man, bro. I can't, bro. I can't because I'm for real get a lot of. I'm gonna get bashed for it. Now I don't think he's worth it, bro. Fagundes, if Fagundes is getting paid $485,
you wouldn't have Ring in the starting lineup.
Hey, he's gotta be under $500K, bro.
Oh, hey, I was watching LAFC and the Austin highlights. I know we're like scrambling everywhere right now, but just listen to the broadcasters say like who would make it into the starting 11 out of Austin FC into LAFC, and they only said Driussi. They said Driussi's the only guy that would make the starting 11. Like, bro, y'all are
LAFC
mental.
was stacked though.
Yeah, bro, but you got Fagundes, you got Stuver, you got Gaberson, you got who else did you have that was doing good at the time?
Oh, that's true because they started former San Antonio FC 2017 USL Defender of the Year Sebastian Ibaga for LAFC last year. So.
Dang. Name drop right there, son.
I know he went deep in the archives for that one.
Heck yeah, I dig it. So
hey, he got a ring.
Yeah. So we got some more rumors. We got Redes to Olympia
as a loan, right?
Shit, I hope not. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a loan, but
they could at this point.
We're not going to get that money back from him.
What are we going to get for him? Like a bag of Lay's chips? I mean, come on, bro. We have to keep it real. We're not going to get that money back for him. Man.
I'm going to stun on y'all real quick.
Oh.
Gonna say El Clásico, Miami.
You got that watching Real Madrid, huh?
Here he goes.
Cheers, guys.
Here he goes. He pulled that one out of nowhere.
I got
my wife here while you're drinking fancy stuff. Here we go.
She said, babe, here, I want you to stun these boys.
Oh, yo.
She came, she's like Dexter, she said, stun on these hoes. Cheers, y'all. Cheers, y'all. Happy New Year's, man. Hey, one whole year of Texas Ring of Fire. I started it with 2 other guys, and there's 2 other guys here now, so cheers, y'all.
Hey, I'm not something bad about you though.
Hey, here's one thing. I'm not gonna cheers the Reddit, though.
Maybe. It's possible, right? It's very possible. It could mean something about me. I don't think so though. I don't think so.
Hey, but back to Lord Rodney.
Yeah.
Hey man. Hey, is he do you think, and you can't really question a player's like work ethic and stuff like that, because I think honestly I think the guy's trying. I think the guy's training hard. I really think he's putting in an effort. I just don't think he's at that level. I think they might have just got this one wrong. and it's as simple as that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I think the guy's putting in the work. I think he's trying. I just think he's not.
Do you think he's
not
like a USL
fit.
championship level of a player where
Yeah.
he would probably look very good in USL and probably put up some good numbers, but when
He would
moves
look
up
like
to
Christian
MLS,
Pirano, or what was his name?
yeah, Christian Pirano, yeah.
Yeah, he would look like Christian Pirano in the USL.
Hey,
In my opinion.
don't ask this guy, or he's gonna say some guy at Soccer Zone could pull off the same stuff as what what Redis is doing. So.
No. Honestly, Redis, like you say, I
RB's
do
like
see him trying.
somebody on the Austin FC U16 team is better than Redis.
Yeah.
No, well, no.
And there is some
so
talent
those
on
are
the
two
Austin
different.
FC U16
So,
team.
yeah,
what's
there
that?
is
What's that?
talent,
Micah
but those are
Burton?
two different
Yeah.
positions, right?
Yeah.
Two different positions, and for Cascante and his size, bro, he looks like Shaq, bro, when he falls. Like, man, I don't even want to get into it, dude. Like, come on, bro. Like, why are y'all making y'all like for real? Cascante is not good, bro. Like,
Man, you're a real Cascante hater. Man, this is.
I'm not a hater. It's just bro,
Alex is like, I gotta
game.
revisit my commitment here.
No, hey, I'm half with him, half not with him. Like, I'm
well, every game there's a mistake. Yeah. Every game there's a mistake from Cascante.
I'm with you, and a lot of people will say, "Hey, but the patch of good games that he has," but it's like honestly, it's way too often, and it's in important moments too. And a lot of the time, it's near the end of the games where we choke something over.
He's slow.
A lazy pass.
He's slow. He don't recover well. He whiffs balls. I mean, why do you want that to be your that is your center back? Like, that is the last person the person that's about to score has to go through to get to your goalie.
Okay, so right now, let's say a new guy comes in and he's not he doesn't have to be Gabrielson type level, but let's say he secures a starting spot. For that second center back, would you rather Kip get more minutes or Cascante?
I mean, just share them. I mean, Cascante probably going to get the more minutes right now just because of Wolf and the way it's always been. But Cascante, I mean, Kip Keller, from what I hear, he's saved for the Austin FC too, which he's going to be a starter for that team, right? Yeah, that's the rumor. So
I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like that.
Yeah, so we're not even going to have Kip Keller for depth. He'll be on the Austin FC too, so he can get minutes.
Is that
back to the Rodney Redis that thing. They don't believe in him.
It's possible.
I think it's possible. I mean, they're seeing this guy.
I mean, but think about it. We didn't play Kip Keller enough this past season.
For sure.
So you may be right, Harry. They probably don't believe in him. But Redis, man, Redis to Austin FC 2 would not be a smart move for Austin FC 2.
Why?
We need to get him because he's too much money to put in Austin FC 2.
Yeah, he can't be making that much money.
He's either going to produce for us or he's not. And we can't have him taking up that spot.
You know what he should do is loan him out to a USL championship team.
He's not going to go to USL. He's like Ronaldo, bro. His ego is so high.
That was a crazy sentence right there.
The ego.
I get what you're saying. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Like he's like, why would I play semi-pro whenever I'm already a pro?
But it's not semi-pro. It's
still professional. It's still professional.
To me, the reason why you send him down there, number one, it gets him minutes. Number two, it builds up that confidence.
Soccer Zone. Hey, so Keller had 6 appearances, 318 total minutes, if I'm seeing this correctly. So that's what they're showing on Transfer Market, at least. I think I don't know if that Austin FC 2 stuff is right. I don't know how I feel about that. I think he needs to be used for depth. I see something in him where I think he should be getting minutes, like in the first team. Something's there. I think he's gonna.
I do too. Yeah,
become a good player.
I agree. Yeah. So, I mean, hopefully we'll see, but The Redes to Olympia. Hopefully it happens. I would love to see Redes leave. I think the whole fan base would love to see him leave. Pochettino, he's linked with Racing Club.
Yeah, I saw that.
Hopefully that one happens too. I'm pretty sure that's going to happen because Pochettino coming back would just be bad scenery for everyone all around.
Yeah.
Harry's a big fan of Pochettino. He just wants to see Austin have drama go around. So that he would love to see Redes and Pochettino stay and yeah. But
he likes
Pochettino.
The
he just doesn't fit here. Yeah, he just doesn't fit in here. And Felipe Gutierrez.
Well, no, it's not that he doesn't fit there. Is that he had an incident, and to give credit to
he doesn't fit in, Harry. He doesn't fit in, Harry. He doesn't fit in.
Hey, if we're talking,
he's a 10. He's a 10, bro. He wants to play as a 10.
His attitude was off, but also, let's be real. Do you think he had the quality to be getting consistent, starting minutes in his team? Do you think he has the quality?
I don't know about starting, but you got to figure he's way humbled at this point because he was this close to losing his living. Yeah, maybe getting him away and getting around through there.
But you gotta know that he's not only linked. He's linked with other clubs. Other clubs want him. So if he doesn't go to Racing Club, somebody's gonna pick him up. Somebody's gonna pick up that loan.
I think in a few other teams in the same league and over there in Argentina, I think a few other teams are actually looking at him too, mid to lower table teams. So I like you said, it's not just Racing Club. Somebody's going to scoop him up either way. I think it's just he's not meant to be here. I mean, I don't personally. I don't think his quality is good enough. Like straight up, I don't think he's good enough to get to be there. He would get minutes on the team coming off the bench, but I just don't think he's going to contribute enough to be like a big factor on the team, even coming off the bench, at least in my opinion. So, I mean, I wish him the best, wherever he goes, but I just think Austin SC's not for him.
Yeah, same. Felipe Gutierrez, bro, what do you got on this guy?
So this one's a little bit more of a wild card here, and for my thing. Whenever we're looking at guys that we want to bring in, the first thing I look at, I want a guy that's young to 27, maybe 28 years old. I think just nowadays, I mean, speed and technical ability, just first touch kills these days. I mean, older players, they can make a difference too. This guy's Chilean, 32 years old. He's a center midfielder, and he's kind of been around a little bit,
okay, so yeah, I watched. Listen to the latest Moon Tower. I guess they were comparing him Felipe. I guess you can call it probably your rollback Felipe.
Yeah, pretty much like the Walmart great value. That's crazy. Yeah,
that Walmart rollback.
Yeah, this guy has made a lot of moves, and honestly, he's on his appearances of what he's had. I mean, he's got 36 professional appearances, 3 goals, 3 assists. From what I'm seeing here, his market value is currently $500K from what they're saying. But in his peak, when he was around 26 years old, he was around $5 million in market value. So he was supposed to have a pretty upward trajectory from there, but it just hasn't panned out the way obviously he hoped it would. So he's kind of been a little bit of a journeyman at this point. But I mean, there's not too much on this guy. I mean, he's, like you said, he's kind of like a Felipe situation to where, it's high risk, probably low reward, if we're being honest. But that's kind of what I'm thinking.
For sure. Yeah, well, I don't know if I really dig that guy. I think we can probably find some more younger talent. We got Ring, right?
Yeah, we got Ring. And also, like we were saying, that chick Toure, that he's 21 years old. I mean, this kid's fresh and he's quick. I honestly think his play style would be good for some wolf ball. Like he's a quick winger. He's gonna get good balls into the box for whoever's up top, whoever's trailing center. I mean, he looks like a guy who's got a lot of potential. I mean, in his youth, he's pretty much played in the under 21s or under 16, 17, 18, 21, all the way up to 21s over there in the Netherlands. So he's got 140 caps, 26 goals, 14 assists.
Dang.
And he seems like he's pretty involved in a lot of play. I looked at some of his highlights and stuff, and he's explosive. He's an exciting player. You could say I don't want to compare his play style to almost like a Fagu in a sense, like with his play style on just on the opposite wing.
And what player is this?
This is a Chick Toure from Netherlands, PSV and Feyenoord.
The guy that don't need to come here unless Fagundes gets a contract.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Just funny. Nah, so it's looking like Fagu's gonna stay, man. The way he is on Instagram and Twitter, and kind of seems like he's gonna stay. I'm hoping he stays, man, because Fagundes is somebody that we need. But before I forget, everybody listening on Anchor or Spotify or Apple Podcasts, because I appreciate everyone that listens to me, man, and to us. It's, man, for real, I appreciate all of y'all, because I see it on our analytics, and I'm just like, dang, like this, pretty much like the same number of fans. It's there. We're getting to where we're gonna grow it, but y'all want to see us live? We're actually on YouTube now. I know a lot of you guys may not know, but we are on YouTube now. You can see us live, and we got video. We're gonna have a little bit more. Trying to find some editors and stuff, some video guys, some creators, so that way they can give some more stuff to you guys. Harry, he's gonna be giving you guys the atmosphere out in San Antonio. Me and Alex, we're gonna be covering the Austin side, and Juan and Sunshine, they'll be covering the Dallas. Still looking for the Houston, and of course open to any Rio Grande Valley and any El Paso. But yeah, I just wanted to touch base on that because before I always want to
call you out. You did say what was the best atmosphere. You didn't list RGV. You didn't list El Paso.
Yeah,
don't call me out.
Don't
call me out. They did.
I call you out.
They got brought out very quickly there, and hey, who was on the last of a lot of those lists? I don't even want to say it.
Houston. Well, and it's not surprising.
Yeah.
And I think you're starting to see the turnaround in Houston, but it's going to take some time because the old ownership burned a lot of bridges.
Yeah, I mean, and when we had Houston coverage, that's all we could talk about, and they're really positive and optimistic about everything that's going to go down over there, and you got to be, especially if you have been around since the beginning and you've seen it go down, and you just have stuck around. It takes a lot to stick around whenever you just see emptiness all around. But
and that's the same for FC Dallas as well. Is with the Hunts. They put a lot of money into the academy, but as soon as the kids get good, they ship them overseas, which is great. Don't get me wrong.
But yeah, I mean, think about how much money they made doing that.
Following the first team to see, hey, we're starting to develop, we're starting to gel, and then he's gone.
So I mean, it is a business too. Like when you look at it at the end of the day, they're building the financials up. They're making a lot of money on these guys, and the more they keep building this side of where they can develop players. I mean, you've seen what they're doing. I mean, they're producing talent, and they're getting a good amount of change for them. So, I mean, respect to them for that, and I think they're on the right track. Honestly, it might take a little bit of time, but they're heading in the right direction for sure.
The difference between Dallas and Houston is Dallas has a clear identity. Houston, even with the new ownership, I can't tell you what the new identity is because they got rid of the academy director. I believe I saw that here. When they got rid of the old Tab Ramos, I think was the old coach.
Tab Ramos.
They brought in a guy with questionable background.
He was the coach for SKC
DC United. Well, yeah.
You're talking about Ben Olsen? Yeah, Ben
right.
Olsen now.
Ben Olsen, and then he did coach at SKC2, which it's an MLS2 next pro.
That was Paulo.
That was Pablo. Oh, sorry. To me, is just I don't know what Houston's doing, and obviously I'm kind of picking up the coverage right now for them, but as somebody that follows all three of the MLS teams here, Houston's the one that is still kind of a head scratcher when it comes to what is the direction that they want to go.
Yeah,
and I don't know we're year 3 with under the Seagull ownership group here.
This
I don't know if it's really changed or year 2.
I mean,
this would be year two. Yeah.
And for the fan base too, like it's respect for like them sticking around for the bad times too. When you're in the mud, I mean, it's easy to root for your team. When they're up there, they're doing good. You're winning the title. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, we were
fine. No, what are you? You're serious, bro? Year one was trash, and come. I don't know.
It was a honeymoon year. Bro. Come on.
Yeah. Okay. So
doesn't matter.
Only been,
doesn't matter.
It does matter. And you know what? And you know what? I'll call you out on
How does it?
Is even at the end of the year, there were still empty seats. There was still compared to the start of the season to the end of the year. On year 1, there were empty seats at QT.
We sold out at the end of the last year.
You sold out, but how many people actually showed up?
All of them.
There were empty seats. You can't say there weren't.
Okay, if there were empty seats, it wasn't a lot because it was still probably.
I'm not trying to turn it into that. The point is,
but Houston won 2 championships. I don't even want to get into it. Yeah, you're right. Let's not even go down there. Right?
Chill. Hey, he's about to go off.
I'm right. Yeah. You're still in the honeymoon. You're still in the honeymoon, and you had a great second
you're not
year.
Right. No, you're not right. Because I tell you what, in 10 years, we're still going to be one of the best stadiums. We're going to be one of. I promise you, bro. I promise you.
Hope so. Who's your owner? Hey. Who's your owner?
Doesn't matter. You think what's he gonna do? What is he gonna do? Take the team to another city or what? Because of the
no. He doesn't have to take the team to another.
Well, what I'm trying to tell you is it didn't matter if we're in second place or if we're in 17th place or if we're in whatever place. Didn't matter. What do you mean?
For the hardcore fans, yes. For the hardcore fans, you're 100% right.
That's all of us, bro. That's everyone that's
stadium. Not all of you, though. That's what I'm trying to explain to you.
But here's the thing. Yeah, I think it's gonna be so. I'm a little on both of y'all with this. So I think
good.
I don't think it's 100. Let me hear it. I don't think it's 100% one way. It's gonna be completely empty. I don't think it's it's still gonna be sold out.
Completely empty. No.
It's so I think if. Let's say 10 years down the line, we have a season like we did in year 1 after you've been established for a while.
Right. Like say year 6, year 7, we're second from
let's
last.
say you're like the Rapids, like the Colorado Rapids.
It would have to happen, Harry. It would have to happen.
What?
It would have that.
Pre-court isn't.
That whole scenario would have to make me feel it because at this point, I don't care what happened to the club. We could could come in and sell all of our players, and I would still love this club.
You don't think
be there.
You don't think people in Houston and Dallas don't feel the same way?
No, like some of them, the ones that like I'm saying, the ones that have stuck around.
But here's the thing that you're missing. You can still support the team and not go to the stadium because you're voting with your dollar.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
I'm with you.
And I'm not. I hope it doesn't happen. As a San Antonio fan, I hope it doesn't happen because
we're on club rumors
into MLS. As if Austin FC succeeds.
Attendance.
We've got to start turning the tide here in Texas. And this goes for all the clubs. RGV.
Texas is a soccer state, man. Texas is a soccer state, man.
In order to match California, with getting 4 teams, because the rumor is possibly San Diego, filling in that spot
because Landon Donovan was. No, just
But
fine.
to me, in order for
That man's-
MLS to go to get the fourth team in Texas, and I think if I'm Garber, I can't think of a better rivalry than San Antonio and Austin. You have Houston and Dallas.
Yeah, but like I say, man, it's Landon Donovan, bro. It's you got
no.
you got
I'm not
Captain
even talking about San Diego because
America.
he
You
has
got Dos
dreams of San
Aceto.
Diego. He has
Or
dreams
Josh
of
Wolf is really
Vegas.
Dos Aceto, right?
He has dreams that Phoenix surprisingly isn't on the list. There's a lot of great markets here.
I thought it was supposed to be Sacramento.
They had the owner back out. They were accepted. They had it back out, and that's why kind of like what San Antonio did to what Garber in '97 when Mayor Harburger backed out of the deal, and that's
yeah.
That's probably why San Antonio didn't get the slot. Besides the Austin clause,
had your chance, dude.
We had the chance, and the mayor at the time screwed it up. There's no question about that. It's
like
that's
gonna be like Mbappe with Real Madrid.
Hey, don't let Madrid fans even get started on that. Hey, I
don't even want Mbappe, bro.
Hey, here we go. See, right after he rejected them, they were like, we don't want this guy at our club. Vinny Jr. It doesn't matter. We got to cash him.
We don't need him.
Yeah, we don't need him. And now, after
where's he gonna play? Where's he gonna play?
After the World Cup, it's like, hey, we'll give you another chance. Hey, please.
Not me.
Hey, not me. You, but
all right. So Harry, give us some Houston rumors. 'Cause I know you got some.
So Houston's with a tweet by Tom Bogert, the 28th, mentioned that are finalizing a deal with the Paraguay international winger Ivan Franco on a loan from Libertad.
Oh, so that was back and forth with Austin apparently, but I think those were just fake accounts.
Well, Tom Bogert's not. Yeah, he's legit.
No, not Tom Bogert. Come on, man. Come on now. I think I know
Austin FC
Tom
stuff.
Bogert.
Hey, maybe, but this guy's a winger who had 10 goals, 16 assists, in 6,000 minutes in Paraguay.
I got to drink so much to cope with Harry.
Teammate and friend in Sebastian Fiera, according to Tom here. Looking at his stats, though, he's a young guy, 22. Primary plays on the left side here. It'll be interesting, just like with Redis, it'll be interesting how he adjusts to the MLS style, because playing soccer in America, it's different, whether it's USL or or MLS or NISA or whichever league that you're going to. Dallas is also rumored to be bringing in Giovanni Jesus, who is a right back, 21-year-old. Both of them are young, both of them young, proven, and he's from Giovanni Jesus is from Brazil.
And I think that one's actually confirmed. Like that one's
that one's official. That was official.
And I honestly I think this guy could end up being pretty good. I mean, it's gonna be good, man. Dallas, Nico Estevez. Whenever Dallas brought in Nico Estevez, I knew that they were like serious about doing something, because I don't see Nico Estevez being one of those guys that is going to produce players for other teams. He wants players for himself. He's going to keep them. I think if he would have been there the year that Pepe broke out, Pepe would still be there. He would have talked some sense into Pepe to stay at Dallas, and Pepe would have been in the World Cup. Yeah, because the project was. You imagine having Pepe at the 9 and Ferreira at the 10 on that team with Ariola and Velasco on your wing? It would have been a great team, dude. Yeah, that's tough.
That's tough, dude.
Hey,
and Ferreira, he's good at the 9 or the 10, but man, Nico Estevez, he's doing good things for Dallas, and Dallas is going to be a good team, which they should be. How long? 27 years? What was it? 27th season of the MLS?
I don't know. It's been a while,
It's like
27th season, and Dallas has never won it. Like, never. So Nico Estevez has to come in, and what coach is going to come in thinking, hey, let's just try to get through and get paid. Like, hell no, let's win this thing. Like, why the hell not? It's the MLS. Like, fair game for everyone. Same roster, salary caps. Let's do it.
Yeah, and I
So
think this Jesus, I think this is a good one to bring in. I mean, he was actually I mean, he was brought up through like a really good like youth system. He was in Palmeiras in Brazil, U17 up to U20, I think. And so he's been up through like some good systems to work through. So apparently this guy's, technical ability is really good. He's got super pacey on the outside too. I could almost like see this guy is like similar, at least this will be on the opposite side, almost this almost like a John Gallagher type of back. So,
but like more defensive, probably.
yeah, more a little more defensive, but he can get up the field.
I see him like that. I see him more like a Dani Alves.
Okay, I can see that a little bit.
Yeah, like a little speedster. You said right back, right? I think that's whose side is that? That's Ariola's side. So him and Ariola
but
linking up.
He's also played center back to appear to center back a few times as well. Both a left and right center back. So right back is his main position, but he can move around a little bit too.
All right. Well, I guess those are all the rumors we have. You got any rumors for San Antonio, my man, Harry?
No, they've been pretty quiet.
I know you got some players that have left, right?
Elliot Collar went to San Diego, backup forward.
Oh, yeah.
Former
San Diego Loyal.
Former Chicago Fire. In my opinion, not a huge loss.
Not a huge loss, replaceable.
Yeah. But I guess camps for you guys got to open up within a couple of weeks, right? Did you guys play camp? Starts it's got to be starting after the first of the year. Fairly close.
I looked it up, and first official game is the 28th of January.
Dang, that's coming up. That is coming up.
That'll be here quick, and
you've got to figure they got to be breaking camp within 2 weeks.
I follow some players on Instagram and on Twitch and on all that shit, and let's just say that
they're starting to show up.
These boys are, some of them like okay, let's just I'll call out the ones that have been
go ahead
doing their thing. Like Valencia. Valencia been doing his thing. I'm excited to see Valencia for year 2. He's gonna be good. And then Pereira, of course, he's doing his thing. Oh shit! Look, I want to show y'all. I got it right here for y'all.
Hey, I like that.
This what he gave my son Russell Lee for Christmas. Well, he signed it. He didn't give him the shirt, but I had to buy the shirt.
Throwback to when we saw him at Soccer Zone like semi recently. I think he was there. I forget. I don't know if somebody else was there too, but he was at Soccer Zone just chilling when we were there one time. I was like, oh,
yeah, I was there.
Cool,
I was there. That's when I was there. I was for sure.
Yeah.
I remember that he went to go watch. Yeah, he went to go watch some staff from Austin FC.
Yeah,
but he's in the gym. He's doing his thing. And then who else? Oh, just the other guys, like a few other guys that I follow. I just hope they stop smoking hookah and drinking cokes.
Hey, would you like to
drinking coffee and?
Hey, you know who's not doing that? My boy Kip Keller. He's not doing that.
Yeah,
but he's going to Austin FC too. So he might as well start.
That's crazy. I can't even. I don't even want to talk about that. Right? I don't even want to talk about that. That's crazy. That's still crazy.
That's funny. Man. That's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we got a little teaser for tomorrow. I got an interview going on, and I was gonna tell you guys who it was gonna be, but I'm not gonna do that just yet. I'm gonna let it be special.
I'll just say he played in USL last year.
Whoa! But look at him shooting already.
I'm just saying,
for real, right? Yeah, I'm just saying. He's a USL guy. He played in USL last year. Yeah. So tomorrow I'm gonna do an interview with
that's
him.
a whole lot of people.
Yeah.
Not really.
Yeah, not really.
Not really. Not really.
So there is one topic on USL. It's not confirmed, but supposedly USL is not going to be using pro referees next year.
Okay.
So
I did see that. You sent it to me.
that'll be kind of interesting. The person that leaked it from the referee side said it was because USL didn't want to pay additional fees or pay money for the transportation and training and blah 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 blah. So it'll be interesting. Some people that cover USL have kind of verified that the rumor does have some legs to it. So we'll see how that impacts pro refereeing in the United States. Let's be honest with you, with pro referees, because a lot of referees get a lot of minutes from USL, and then for USL, if they're doing local guys that play with RB and his MLS center back, we'll see.
Yeah. I can send some people your way if you need some players for San Antonio.
Well, we need referees evidently in USL, so
yeah.
So if you've got a license, go out and get one. For here, but yeah, it's to me that
I hate refereeing, dude. I hate refereeing. I've tried it before.
Why do you hate it? Do you hate it because of the fans, or do you hate it because of the
Yeah.
players, or why do you hate it?
No. It's probably just because the fans were grilling him 24/7.
Yeah, everything. Like the whole situation. Like you're not gonna please nobody with any call that you make. So I'm the kind of person that hates like confrontation and shit like that. So like once like I hate that shit. Like it just fucking it puts me in a bad. I'm just like just be over. Like I want this situation to be over already. So I'd rather be a coach. I'd rather be just in charge, and you listen to me or you don't. And that's it. Then we deal with the referee. But yeah, man. So I ran a poll on Twitter, and then it was Jeremiah as PA announcer for Q2. I don't know if you know who Jeremiah is or not, Harry.
I've heard of his name. I don't know him personally.
So we actually interviewed him. He was the PA announcer for Houston, for the Houston Dynamo.
I know where you're. I think I know where you're going with some of the comments. Are you gonna bring up the alleged tattoo?
Oh, bro, you don't know about the tattoo? It's removed. He already got it removed.
He put proof?
Yeah. Proof.
Did the fans make him? They pressured him into removing that, or he just removed it because he wanted to remove it. It's a long story. It's a lot to do with the way Houston fans are, really. Yeah.
Like kind of just bro.
He's just keeping it real.
I'm just saying, like it had nothing to do with Austin fans be like, bro, if you don't take that shit off, like nah, it had a lot to do with him not even wanting it on him anymore. Like so it's gone. Anyways, we ran the poll. Do you want Jeremiah in the stadium or not? And turns out 83% want him in the stadium. So I dig it, dude. I hope, because from what the buzz is going around is like, I don't know if it's going to be him next year or it could be someone else next year. So I really do hope it is him next year, because to not have Jeremiah calling that go and then that Sebastian Driussi.
Yeah. He gets lit, and honestly, like I think he brings that energy over, because I knew him from boxing, because I watch a lot of boxing too.
There you go.
So I knew him from like he would be like the PA guy in the middle of the ring introducing the fighters, and he would be like lit, and so he kind of brings some of that.
Weighing in at 235 pounds.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, he brings some of that same energy. So he kind of like, every time like I hear him on the PA, it just reminds me of that. But he seems like a super cool dude, and I mean he brings the energy. So I hope he stays. But I got another question. Let's talk about the music in the stadium. They had, what was it, the DJ Chorizo season 1. They switched it, my guy, and then they switched it up season 2. I'm not gonna lie, man. They gotta play some more Bad Bunny. They gotta play some Pop Smoke. They gotta get the energy up a little bit more again. I felt like,
Q2?
yeah, I felt like season 1 there was some bangers in there. The energy was up. I feel like they just. I'm tired of hearing that weekend.
Since we're on the atmosphere topic, we did also on Twitter. We said what was the top 4 atmospheres, right? We kind of touched on it earlier. You know, El Paso.
Well, we added 5 and 6. Don't worry, Harry. We did add 5, 6, and a 7 as well. Okay, we got you.
But I want to close out with this, because I want to give it like maybe five more minutes, whatever. I want to ask you guys, favorite atmosphere this season, and what game was it? So like favorite club moment, and like I guess you can include the atmosphere in it. I want to go with you, Alex, first.
I can't remember
because I already know Harry's.
Yeah, I'm no secret on mine.
Mine would have to be for one that I was actually there. I mean, I like seeing it on seeing on TV is a little different. Obviously, like the games versus Dallas in the playoffs, like that. I mean, that one had to be crazy. But as far as when I was there, honestly, is when we got off to that super hot start. Do you remember when it was like the 5-1 and 5-0?
Yep.
To start off the season.
Right at the start of the season?
Right at the start of the season.
Where he beat Cincinnati?
Yeah,
Cincy and then Miami.
Yeah, because it was the start where we didn't know what way the season was going to go. We thought, honestly, it could have been a dumpster fire again. But seeing those back-to-back 5-1, 5-0, like,
what did we say those games were?
It was
bonus games.
They were bonus games, and they were against that's
my boy.
Inferior opponents.
But they weren't. Cincinnati was a playoff team.
Yeah, but Inter.
Not at the time.
Or since I think
at the time they were.
Neither was Austin FC either.
That is
exactly.
That is true. So
no one took that into account.
Yeah, nobody took that into account. So I mean, that was one of those things because like you didn't know which way the club was going to go this season, and I think just seeing that get started on the right track, like in person, was like people were like, okay, we see something here. It could be an exciting season. So I think those were some good ones.
Yeah, Harry.
So it's got to be Austin San Antonio in the Open Cup match.
Really? It's not the USL final against Louisville?
No. And I know this is going to sound cocky. I didn't think we were going to lose that game because I thought we were the best team.
I mean, y'all proved it. So, it pretty decisively.
So the Austin game when we went through the playoffs, winning the USL.
But the game against Austin meant so much more.
That's a crazy take.
What's crazy about it?
I mean, it's not
bro,
crazy.
I have been a San Antonio soccer fan for 10 years.
We had better games. You're not even top 5. No.
Well, you lost. If
I don't care.
If Austin would have won, but
we would have won.
Here's the reason why. Here's the reason why it matters. Is I've been a San Antonio since the Scorpions started. I was with Gordon Hartman when he announced the team that they were going to NASL at Morgan's Wonderland. Even at that time, Steve, and I know him personally. He asked Hartman, "Hey, we've already heard rumors MLS is looking between San Antonio and Austin." So from that point, it was always San Antonio versus Austin.
Mm-hmm.
For people that don't know, Austin Aztec came down to San Antonio, beat Scorpions when they were in the PDL with Chris Tierpak, and that team was loaded. They beat us in Open Cup. We went up when the Bold came here. We went up to Elroy Dakota, and we got absolutely rolled by the Bold. We've lost to frickin' FC Tucson in PKs in Open Cup, but to have Austin FC come to San Antonio, it rivals when the Scorpions beat Houston Dynamo in the first year at Hero Stadium. It was kind of at that same electric, but the difference was at Toyota Field that night you had 500 Austin FC fans, the one section on there. The atmosphere was electric. And it's why I think if you had a San Antonio Austin rivalry, in MLS or wherever that they play, you're gonna have an electric environment because it's an hour and a half drive depending on traffic. It was fun. There was banter and along those lines here. The game was good. Austin FC wasn't their best team, don't get me wrong, but it was a quality team. They didn't just roll out. Team.
We had Driussi. Driussi started that game.
That was no bum team. Yeah.
No.
They didn't roll out, the JV team. They rolled out probably a B team. I guess you say it wasn't their full starting lineup, but it was probably their B team.
It was an A team, bro.
Okay, A team. And San Antonio was able to weather the storm and pull out the win. And for somebody that's been a fan since day one of when I moved here, to be able to beat Austin and not gonna lie, the Austin clause and all that stuff plays a part into it. It matters, to be able to say, hey, San Antonio beat Austin in the first match is something that at least until Austin FC beats us, something we have bragging rights. You guys got MLS and you guys have proved you're a worthy market. I have lots of friends that with Los Verdes and the Anthem and along those lines with you guys. It's a fun thing. I'm playing against Louisville City. The reason why it's not as memorable is when the Scorpions won the title against the Strikers, we were able to storm the pitch. We were able to experience a little bit more. San Antonio with SAFC, you couldn't storm the pitch. There wasn't that interaction. There wasn't, it was, hey, we won. The players and stuff got to celebrate on the field. Hey, can you guys please leave the stadium? So that took a little bit out of that, to where you weren't able to go down on the field and invade the pitch and celebrate with the fans. And I understand, hey, initially get Louisville City off the pitch. If you want to wait till after the trophy ceremony, I get that. But to me, not having the fans be able to come onto the pitch like they were, during the Scorpion years, took away a little bit from the atmosphere. But if you were at the Austin FC San Antonio match, whether you won or lost, I don't know anybody that went away from that match, saying it was a bad experience. And it was a special experience. And, you mentioned, being able to experience
I was at both games.
On TV.
I was at both games. So, yeah, I mean.
But, that Austin FC Open Cup night was just electric. And I'm not saying that the championship wasn't electric, but there wasn't 500 fans from Austin FC, making as much noise as our supporters. It just wasn't. Right. It's the intensity. You could tell the teams didn't like each other. They respected each other, but you could tell that the rivalry was already there. And to me, I think years from now, that will probably be a all-time game in both sides. It'll be one that Austin FC, I think, especially if you were able to attend and you look back at it, it was a special moment. And I know winning the Star matters, but for fans like myself that have been there from day one, being able to get just that little bit back, because if Austin FC would have won, that was expected, right? I think everybody thought Austin FC would win. But for San Antonio to be able to step up, and they had a quality team. That San Antonio had probably the best. Well, it had the best team in USL Championship, and they went toe to toe with one of the best teams in MLS. So then we turned around and lost to Houston. So not a bad call. Hey, that's Open Cup, right?
Right. Well, I kind of
got. I don't know the atmosphere.
The atmosphere was electric in both, yeah, but. As for, I think the Austin one, just because we were out there chanting, being loud, like y'all were giving it back to us, and we were giving it back to y'all. Like Louisville wasn't really like that. Like they were just in numbers sitting there cheering their team on, but wasn't no supporters group or nothing like that going, at it or nothing like that. So I could see why you're saying, and then of course, I mean we're just the best at everything. So why not be the best rivalry for you, right? So
Well, it comes to the fans though. It comes to the fans being able to gauge between the two. Because that's what it matters about.
You're right, 100%, dude. At the end of the day, this club wouldn't be nothing without us. Nothing. So, yeah, but yeah, so I got two, man. I'll just touch them real quick. The FC Dallas playoff game, when we were able to actually celebrate Copa Tejas, I sit in 103. We'll stand in 103. So I'm right there, right behind the goal, right in front of the capo stand. So I can see the supporter section, the Dallas supporter section from where I'm at. And to be able to lift that trophy and just, like show them and be as loud as we were, building up to the beginning of that game. We were there 2 hours before being so loud. That's probably number one. And then right tied up, if that game wouldn't have happened, it would be the Sporting Kansas City game that we won. Being down 3-1 at halftime and coming back to win that game 4-3 with 3UC winning that game for us. That game was
crazy. Like, that's for sure has to be up there.
I was sitting in the supporter section and like Driussi taking off his shirt and like that game is just, man, what a finishing to that. Like that's probably my favoriteest game besides the fact that Copa Tejas, we won the game and got to go to the Western Conference Final. Just the game all around, like to see the resiliency and see our team come back. Like we saw them do it in DC. We saw them do it. Who else they do it against? They did it against somebody else.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, but that's another point. That's a good quick point though. Last season, if we were down, it was over.
Yeah, it was done.
But you could already see.
But to actually see it, no.
Yeah.
But to be home and to see Austin do it and come back and win 4-3 and like be there in person and then them to do it after stoppage time was like just, man, like, and then Driussi to do it like and take off his like, oh man, that's Ronaldo vibes, bro. Like
young legend, first Austin FC legend.
Yeah, yeah. So we'll close on that, guys. Tomorrow interview. So maybe gonna drop it on Saturday. Gonna give you guys something to watch while you're sipping something on New Year's Eve, getting ready for some fireworks, whatever you're gonna do. I appreciate you guys listening to us. Everybody who's listening, you can find us on YouTube now. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor. There's a few other apps that Anchor distributes to. Go ahead, Harry.
Speaking of New Year's, if you've got animals, bring them in. Fireworks aren't good for them, especially going around. If you can, bring them in. If you got especially dogs that are outside during the day, along those lines here. For that here, just I know we talk about protecting family and friends and stuff like that. Don't forget the little friends, especially when it's cold. But fireworks is one of the things that I think often gets overlooked. Dogs don't like the loud popping noise, for that here. So. Please bring your animals in if you have the ability to do so.
Great point. Yeah, so go ahead and do that for New Year's. I hope y'all have a safe one. I appreciate you guys for following us for a whole year now. I did honestly throughout midway through this season probably thought we was gonna have to call it quits, but thanks to a lot of people that told me, "Hey, it's a good idea." Like you just gotta. Just keep trucking along. So, we're here. Happy New Year, everybody. Y'all subscribe, Instagram, Twitter, text Ring of Fires down there at the bottom. Y'all go ahead and look us up. Alex Lafuente, thank you, man. Thank you for adding on to the team. Harry, appreciate you. That's all I got, man. I'm your host, RB22. Till next year. This is Harry, Alex.
Yes, sir.
Close y'all
This
out.
is Harry out of San Antonio.
Alex, hey, happy
All right,
New Year,
you
everybody.
ended the show there, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah, happy New Year, everybody, and thanks for the support as always. We're gonna keep the content coming. Got some exciting things coming for y'all.
Yeah. Thank you guys. Stay better than my friends.